What's up, guys? We're getting ready to go out, do a little scouting, and hopefully find some tracks. I'm going to set out my trail cameras tonight. I know I've said that I was going to wait because of the weather, but after talking to a bunch of people and just pure anxiety and just getting ready to get them out there, wanting to know what's going on out there, I'm going to put them out. I'm going to go through real quick the things that I've got that I'm taking with me out there. Of course, you're watching this from my new camera. It's a Handycam HDR XR160 1080i high def resolution. It was a good purchase for me. I've got a tripod with it so I can set it up my blind with me. That's something else I got, is I got me a new ground blind the other day. So I'm excited. I've come up with a little invention, not really invention, but I've kind of jimmy rigged my own little turkey decoy. Basically, let me grab it real quick. Basically what I've done, I've taken just a cheap decoy that I got at Walmart. I think they were like $15 for a pack of 3 maybe. But I took it, filled it with paper, just kind of fluff it out a little bit, give it a little size, and it's got a hole here in the top for the post to come through that you stick it in the ground. I went ahead and I cut off the back, about, I don't know, back fifth of it, just the tail section of it. And what I've done is I've come up with a stick that it also came with, and I've got this, and I put 2 screws in it, one here and one here, and basically that's going to be what holds the fan. So this here will be stuck in the ground, and I've got, and you people may think I'm crazy, but I got a turkey fan mount, my first turkey I took many years ago, and it's got the 2 holes in the back of it to mount it with. So I rigged this up to line up with those holes. And basically it's going to slide in there just like so. I can stake that in the ground behind said decoy, and as any turkeys coming up, I got me a nice Jake and a fan. Hopefully I can get the shot off before they do any damage to the mount. If they do, not a big deal. I'll get another one. I'll make one new one out of the turkey that I shoot. But yeah, we're going to go over real quick what all I plan on putting out tonight. I've got 3 cameras, all Wild Game Innovations. These are the XR7s, I believe, or something like that. I don't know. They're all Wild Game. Really good cameras. I've not had any issues with these cameras, and I've had these for several years now. I'm planning on putting them all out, but I don't know for sure. We'll have to see what kind of spots I've got and, pardon me, see what kind of room we've got to work with. The other thing I'm putting out is what I've been preaching to you guys for several videos in, is the trophy rock. You can pick this up at Gander Mountain for $10. I'm sure there's a lot of other outdoors places that sell these for around the same price. I actually spent more than I should have, and I picked this one up at a bow shop that's local, and I think I spent $12, $13 on it, maybe something like that. A little more than I should have, but it's going to the local business, so I don't care to do that. I went ahead and got 2 of them. I'm only going to set one of them out now, and just because with the snow and everything, I don't want the snow to be what's causing this to dissolve. So I'm going to set this one out, set out those 3 cameras, and that should be it for the evening. Alright guys, we're on our way out right now. Excuse the noise if the snow's too loud, but we're looking at about 15, 18 degrees right now. I probably dressed a little light, but figured as much as I'm going to be walking out here, I'll keep warm. So right now I'm just walking out, I'm looking for any signs. I'm looking for tracks, rubs, scrapes, slides, anything. I'm really hoping, and here, didn't make it 30 yards. It's where a squirrel or something's dug a hole and digging up corn from the ground to eat. But yeah, I'm looking for any kind of tracks, any sign of life that's out here. I've got a lot of different rabbit tracks, cat tracks, squirrels, stuff like that. Don't know what this is. Something's been tore apart here. But, yeah, we got some fecal matter there. Big tufts of hair. Looks almost like possum hair. Sorry. Yeah, we got all kinds of stuff like that out this way. So I'm really hoping. Ooh, that's cold. Really hoping to find a lot of deer tracks through here. Haven't seen any just yet, but that don't mean there aren't any out here. Just means I ain't got to them yet. Typically, I don't see too many tracks through this area. Anyways, where I'm at now, I tend to see them more about another 60, 70 yards up here. But yeah, like I said, I'm seeing all kinds of tracks, all kinds of rabbits, stuff like that. Small game through here would be a piece of cake if I was gonna do that. Just try to crash over that way. But so yeah, as soon as we get out here, I'm gonna find first trail I can come across, put a camera on it. And now I'm gonna go a little farther, find the next trail I come across, put a camera on it. And then I'm gonna put a camera where I put a camera every year. It's because I know that that's a travel route that they use very often. All right guys, so I'm not too surprised right now, but just in the first section of where I've been hunting, I haven't seen any tracks. I'm gonna go ahead and put out my salt block, and just knowing that they're through here 9 times out of 10, they may not been through here for the last week, but I know they're typically through here. I've hunted them on this spot for about 4 years now, and I've never not seen them here. So I'm gonna go ahead and set out my salt block, and I'll put a camera on it, and then I'll show you guys what the setup kind of looks like. So we've got our setup now. Took me about 10 minutes just to get everything how I wanted it, get everything lined up just right. But as you see behind me here, right there, I got my camera, maybe. Yeah, now you see it, sorry. But yeah, I've got the camera set up there, and basically anytime I set up a camera, I always come behind it and make sure that it's aiming where I want it to go. So if I'm looking at my camera here, here's my straps, camera's here, you can see it around the side there, then it's looking directly off this way, and it's going to pick up anything from the area that I want it to pick up. And it's also going right across where my salt block is. Now, as you guys see, this is the trophy rock. I've got it out. I dug me a little hole to the ground. You don't have to do that, but I think it's going to help to keep it from dissolving in the snow. Now, I don't know if you can tell or not, but from hold on a second. From up here down into here, there's about a 2-inch difference, maybe a little bit more, in the level of the ground. And as you come over here, it comes right back up. That's the spot that I had the salt block last year. And actually right here, where this block is where I shot my doe from. Right up here is where I have my stand. tucked back in the woods back there. I could just barely see her through all this weed and brush and everything up through here. Sorry, I keep hearing things. I think it's just squirrels, but I get distracted easily. But yeah, she was about where this block would have been last fall. So I'm putting that back over here in this hole, and we're gonna give it a shot. Really hoping to see some deer through here in the next couple weeks. I'm gonna wait probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks before I come back out here. Once it gets towards the fall and late summer, I normally wait every bit of 3 to 4 weeks before I come out and check it, because I don't want to be out here any more than I have to. I don't want to spread my scent around this early in the year. Yes, I could cover my scent. No, I didn't. But I'm not too worried about it. They're halfway used to me being back here anyways, halfway used to my scent. They don't spook extremely easily. And so I really don't feel too cautious on the whole scent thing. Once I'm actually out and hunting, yeah, I would just soon have some scent cover on. But as far as right now goes, I'm really not too worried. So I'm gonna go ahead and venture down the tree line here and give you guys a shot at it. Venture down this tree line and see if I can't find anything down through here. And basically that comes to a T with the road, and we get a lot of deer that like to cross from the other side of that road and come over here. And because all this out here that I'm hunting over is crop fields, and 9 times out of 10 I've got more deer in the field than what I can imagine. So hopefully we'll get a lot of good footage for you guys. There's another spot where something's been tore apart. This looks like a coon's been taken. We got another spot of something decided to take a load off there. And there's fur here, fur over there. Thinking that the coyotes are working the area over pretty good. Thinking, I don't know. So there's really not any tracks coming to this, unless they've just been covered since this happened, which I don't think they have. My only other thought is maybe a hawk, which is possible. I would have thought it would have left more than that, though. I don't know. I'm not going to try to analyze it right now. But yeah, so we got a lot of movement in the area, a lot of animals that are very active through here. I just really like to know what's causing all the havoc back here. But I'm gonna quit rambling now, but we're gonna go ahead and venture down the tree line and see what we can find. Alright guys, well, unfortunately we didn't have any luck finding any tracks down that way. So we're working our way back, and there's a really busy spot here from squirrels and coons, stuff like that. But I'm gonna set my camera up here under my stand, and or towards my stand, and see if I can get a different angle on what's gonna be moving through where my camera is, as opposed to the camera I just set over there a few minutes ago. So don't really have anything I can put it on, so I don't know how I'm gonna go about this, but I may be able to find me a branch and jam it down in the ground next to one of these little smaller trees here, like that one there. But I don't know for sure. So I'm gonna ponder on that for a minute, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back. As you can see, I got it rigged up a little bit. I've had better setups, but this one will work. Basically just took it and wrapped the strap around the tree several times, and what I do with a lot of them, put the stick back behind it. If it's pointing up or pointing down, I'll put it at the top or at the bottom, just depending on what it needs. So that's basically going to give me a shot of anything walking through this area. And it'll get anything that way, anything this way. So basically it'll hit up the trail coming off my tree stand and catch anything that way. But now right now we got a camera there, we got a camera here, and I probably ought to turn them on if I want any pictures. So the power button turns on, we're good. Go back over to this one, over my food plot, or not food plot, my mineral block, and turn it on, and it should be good. Watch it, turns on, good. Alright, yeah, I don't know if I showed you guys this yet, not in this video at least. It may have been on one from last year, but back here is what is the back lay of my tree stand. So basically my stand is right through there somewhere. Actually, yeah, it's right through there. So my stand is sitting right there, and I've got all of this creek on my back side. So I really don't have too much to worry about as far as where the deer are going to be coming from, because more often than not they're not coming from behind me. I'll get one sneak behind me every now and then, or sneak on the bank on the other side, but not too often. And if you look just on the other side of the creek here, there's another great big field, and that field goes probably another, I don't know, I'd feel safe saying another 400, 500 yards back that way. That's actually the field that I'll be turkey hunting here in a couple months. And the amount of turkeys that are out there is not huge, but I've got a good 15 of them that have been coming back the last few years. Just a couple days ago, I seen them for the first time this year and gathering in a field to the east of here. So really, I'm feeling good as far as turkey season comes. I've got that Jake decoy that I showed you guys a little bit ago. Really hoping that brings them in. And let's go on back this way and find us our last spot to set up my last camera. And then I'm going inside because I can't feel my face. Alright guys, finally got this last one set up. We're here just in a little clearing, and it goes right down to this ditch that leads to the creek. Deer use this little ditch as kind of like a little channel to work their way down through down to the woods. So it's really cold. I got this camera set up here. It's really kind of rigged up in there, but it's at a point to where it'll take pictures. When you're putting up these cameras, sometimes you got to get a little creative, and that's what I did here. The straps that I'm using are ancient and really probably should be replaced. They're extremely loose, still have just a little bungee to them, So what I've done is on the back side, I put a couple sticks on the bend of the tree to kind of add a little more depth out there to the tree to tighten up those bungees a little bit. And then I took a stick across the back here and on this side just to kind of level it up and get a good angle on it. So I'll turn this one on and should be good to go. Now we're gonna go inside because it is really cold out here and I can't feel my hands, my face, my legs. I checked the weather and it went from 18 degrees when we got out here to being under 10 now, and it's starting to snow again. I don't know if you can tell or not, but so we're gonna head in, warm up, and get this edited and online and get it for you guys to be able to watch hopefully this evening. So I don't know when I'm gonna get out again next. Maybe hopefully Saturday. Maybe hopefully. But hopefully we're looking at Saturday to be able to get back out, get another video shot. It's supposed to warm up a little this weekend, get above this single digit crap that we got now. So until then, stay safe, stay outdoors, have a good one.